Welcome friends in another video of IELTS Savvy. Today we will discuss about the reading part. So before wasting any time, let's get started. So in reading, let's recapitulate the basics. It lasts for 60 minutes and you have to solve 40 questions in that 60 minutes and you have three passages in academic. However, it is quite different in general reading. Means in academic you have three passages and in general reading you have 4 to 5 passages. Okay, there are 11 different question types. Yes, you heard it right. There are 11 different question types and all questions are aligned. Means means answer for question number 1 comes first, after that second, then third and so on. So read paragraph by paragraph, right? Let's discuss what are those 11 different question types. First one is multiple choice question. In this you have one question and you have 4 to 5 answer choices. Means you have to select out of those choices only one, right? Next one is identify information. Means true, false and not given. It is slightly different from yes, no, not given. In true, false, not given means you have to find the information, means whether the information is available in the text or not. And in yes, no and not given, you have to identify writer's claim. Means what is the writer's claim? If it is supporting the statement, that means yes, otherwise no. And if you do not find any information, then not given. Okay, next one is match information. Match information means you have some sentences or some information in the question and you have to match those information with the text, means within the paragraph. Okay, next in is match headings. This is quite simple. In this you have to give a proper heading to paragraph. Okay, usually you have more headings than questions. Okay, next one is match features. Match features means you have to match the features from the paragraphs. Okay, it could be like this. You have given like a question in the form of writer's name and you have to find what writers said in that uh, paragraph. Okay, or you can also say that writer said this statement and you have to match whether this statement match with the writer's name or not. Okay, next is match sentence ending. This is pretty simple. You have given a first portion of the sentence and you have to match it with the end from the text itself. Next one is sentence completion. Sentence completion is means it is same like fill-ups. Okay, next one is summary, note, table, flowchart completion. In this you got a summary and you have to complete it. It's also in the form of fill-ups. Next is diagram label completion. In diagram label completion, what you have to do, you have a diagram and you have to label it from the information given in the text. Okay, next and last one is short answer. In this you find a one question and you have to give answer in 2 words or 3 words like this. So let's discuss example for these different question types. So practice with me. Okay, first one, multiple choice question. In multiple choice questions you have an important tip: eliminate incorrect so as to have maximum chances to get accurate answer. Means try to eliminate the answers, which answers which are incorrect. Okay, only then chances of getting accurate answer would be maximum. Okay, next let's see this paragraph. Firstly, read the information carefully like this. Choose the best answer from the questions in each section question. Okay, from the options in each question. Sorry. First one is, some people believe that alcohol, which includes animal parts. Here are some options and you have to choose one option out of them. Let's read the paragraph. Some drinkers in Southeast Asia prefer their alcohol distilled with animal parts. Here it is mentioned distilled animal parts. A tradition steam from the supposed curative powers the creatures provide, means it is providing curative power, means cure the disease. Okay, so here it is not mentioned that is a tradition from China, it is not mentioned that is a lucrative trade, it mentioned can cause disease. So answer would be first. Let's see. It was reported that alcohol producers sold bottles of liquor that included piece of rare animals because he, means alcohol producer, these are the keywords, alcohol producer, what he did, sold bottles of liquor, usme rare animals are there. So let's see, let's read the paragraph. Okay, China media report that a liquor manufacturer in Guangdong province hoped to capitalize on the custom by selling bottles of alcohol stuffed with parts of rare species such as common water lizard, crow pheasants, and Tokyo kako. Means why they are selling? They are selling bottle of stuffed to capitalize. Here it is mentioned to capitalized on custom. Okay, so answer would be yes, wanted to profit from exercise, because here it is not mentioned about any disease or it is an alternate medicine. Okay, so this is MCQ, multiple choice question. Next, discuss true, false, and not given. I already discussed this thing. Let's discuss again. True means whether the statement is same as in the text, means if you find the information same in the text, that would be true, and if contradict, that would be false, means opposite given in the text. Next is not given. Not given means not enough text to say whether true or false, means you cannot say anything whether it is true or false. Okay, let's practice. And don't assume. Okay, don't assume things on your knowledge. Okay, let's discuss. Firstly, read the information very carefully. This one, look at the information on the following reading passage about the use of vehicle in the university grounds. True if the statement is true, false if the statement is false, not given if the information is not given in the passage. True, here it is mentioned TRUE. That means in the answer sheet you have to write complete TRUE. If you wrote T, only T letter instead of true, that would be wrong. So pay attention. Let's read. The campus roads are not open to public, open to general member of the public. Here it is given example. Oh, so it is true. Okay, let's read. University employees do not need to pay for their parking permits. Let's highlight the keywords. University employee and parking permit. Not need. Okay, parking in whole of residence, where parking in whole of residence handled by the warden. These are keywords. Having a university permit doesn't allow staff to park. Whom to park? Staff to park with university permit. Okay, parking permit cost $20 a year. Permit cost. Students living in hall do not need permission to park in whole car park. Who needs permission? Student. Okay, so let's read the passage. The university ground are private. The university authorities only allowed authorized member of the university, visitor, and drivers of vehicles servicing the university to enter the ground. Here it is mentioned university employees do not need to pay for their. Okay, question is asking about payment. Let's read again. Members of staffs who have paid the requisite fee. here it is mentioned requisite fee and display the appropriate permit. Okay, so here it is mentioned that they do not need to pay for their parking permits. Here it is mentioned they already paid the fee, so it would be yes, false. So let's read. A university permit doesn't entitle them to park in whole car parks, however, unless authorized by the warden of the hall. Means who is the authorized person? Warden of the hall. And here it is mentioned parking in hall of residence is handled by the wardens of the hall. So it would be true. Okay. Next. Student may not bring vehicle into the ground during the working day unless they have been given special permission by the security officer. And here it is mentioned having a university permit doesn't allow staff to park at halls. Okay, it is mentioning about the staff. University permit means here it is mentioned a university permit doesn't entitle them means whom, the authorities, to park in the hall. However, unless authorized means they need to take permission of the warden. So it would be right. True. Here it is mentioned not allowed. Okay. Parking permit cost $20 a year. And here it is mentioned they will be fined $20. Means it doesn't talk about the permit cost. That's why it is not given. Okay. And please don't write NG, write complete. Not given. Okay. Students living in hall do not need permission to park in whole car parks. Oh, here it is given. Students may not bring vehicle into the ground during the working day unless they have been given special permission by the security officer and have paid for and are displaying an appropriate entry permit. So it would be yes, false. So let's see another one. Another one is yes, no, and not given. Here are some special tips. Questions always come in order. Okay, so read question and identify keywords. Keywords, as I already discussed. Scan text for relevant section. Okay, and read the instruction very carefully. This is very, very, very important. Okay, so let's see. Do the following statement reflect the claim of the writer? Okay, in the reading passage, choose yes if the statement reflects the claim of the writer, choose no if contradict, and choose not given if it is impossible to say but the writer thinks about it. Okay, so let's first read the question. When we are visually overstimulated, our hearing adjusts, okay, to make concentration, right? Only two of our senses, which two of us can perform optimally at the same time. Mobile phones are known to be too stimulating. It is talking about mobile phones. Okay, so let's read. When we are busy with something that require the use of sight, the brain reduce hearing to make it easy for you. Means hearing is adjustable. Okay, when we are indulging ourselves in another thing. Okay, so it would be means writer is supporting the statement. It would be yes, okay. Only two of us can perform. Okay, let's see. This is conclusion of a study conducted by researcher from Lincoln University. The result given researcher a deeper understanding of what happens in the brain when we concentrate on something. The brain is really clever and helps us to concentrate on what we need to do. At the same time, it screens out distractions that are extraneous to the task. But the brain can't cope with too many tasks. Only one scene at a time can perform at its peak. That is why it's not good idea to talk on the phone while driving. Means brain can only focus on one sense, and here it is saying two of our senses. So it would be no. And here, though the paragraph is talking about phone while driving, okay, but it's not saying any mobile phones are known to be too stimulating. So it would be not given, right? So Let's discuss another one. Next is sentence completion. This is pretty simple and you have to read the instruction carefully. As I mentioned already, specific word you need to fill means you n- need not to change any word or words. Okay, words come directly from the paragraph, so don't change it. Grammatically, it should be accurate. Okay, questions are in order. Let's discuss. Wait a minute. Okay. Let's read the instruction first. Complete the sentence below. Choose no more than two words means you have to fill no more than two words for each answer. Let's identify keywords. Among other foods, the Paleolithic diet. It's talking about Paleolithic diet. Dash milk, cheese, and butter. Okay, let's. And the paleo diet is considered to be a which diet? Okay, the diet has been questioned as modern people's dash are not same as those of the Paleolithic people. So let's see, read. The Paleolithic diet is based mainly on foods presumed to be available to Paleolithic humans who lived 2.6 million ago. This diet includes what it includes: vegetables, fruits, nuts, roots, meat, and organ meats. Okay, the Paleolithic diet exclude such as dairy product, grain, sugar, legumes, processed oil, salt, alcohol, or coffee. Means Paleolithic diet doesn't include this one. Dairy products, cheese, grain means Paleolithic diet, but it exclude such foods. So this would be among other foods the Paleolithic diet, but exclude. This is the keyword. It doesn't include these things. Okay. So this would be excludes. See here, I doesn't change anything in the word. Okay, the paleo diet is considered to be what diet? Okay, let's see. The diet is based on avoiding just modern processed food, but also on eating the foods that humans during Paleolithic times, like other fad diets. The paleo diet, as it is referred to, is promoted as a way of improving health. That means like other fad diet, that means Paleolithic diet is also fad diet. So it would be fad. The diet has been questioned as modern people's dash are not same as this. Okay, the diet is questioned. Let's see. The paleo diet, okay, there is limited data on health effect on human eating this diet. The digestive abilities of modern human are different from those of this. Means what is different? Digestive abilities, and it's talking about as modern people's dash are not same means which is not same? Digestive abilities. So answer would be digestive abilities. So this is all about. Let's discuss next one. Next one is summary, note, table, flow chart completion. Here, questions are usually come in order. Words come directly from the text, means don't change anything. Take the instruction first and read summary. Okay, let's read. Firstly, read this summary. Okay, complete each of the following statement with the name from the passage. Write your answers in boxes. This one. Okay, the suggested names of the new planet is talking about new planet. Started with this, then this, before finally settling to Uranus. The first five rings around Uranus, five rings were discovered. Who discovered? From 19. Oh, this is very important. From this data, you can easily find the answers. The moon, okay, believed to be moon closest to the surface of Uranus. Okay, which one is closest? Okay, let's read. Let's just skim the passage first. The suggested, okay, it's talking about new planet and its name. Let's see. As its orbit came to work out, the truth dawned that it was new planet of beyond, and that the review of here it is not mentioned about the name. Okay, in oh, cold. Okay, okay, its synonym is given. Let's read from the here we got the synonym. So let's read one sentence above and one sentence below. Herschel's wanted to call it Georgian sites in honor of his royal patron King George III of Great Britain. Okay, firstly it was given the name. Name started with yes, Georgium slides. The planet was later for a time called Herschel's. Okay, after that Herschel's in honor of its discoverer. Okay, the name Uranus, which was first proposed by German astronomer John Allard Ford, was in use of late 19. Okay, before finally settling on Uranus. The first five rings. Okay, in 1977, while recording the occultation one of star behind the planet, the American astronomer James L. Elliott discovered the who discovered the presence of five rings? This person, James L. Elliott. So, okay, from 1948 in the moon dash was okay. Where is the data? 1986, 1948. Let's read. The two largest moons, Titania and O'Brien, were discovered by Herschel in 1780s. Miranda, thought before 1986 to be innermost moon, was discovered in 19 by astronomer this one. Okay, which is the moon? This one. Let me give you an important tip. When you find the keyword or synonym of keyword, just read one sentence above and below that keyword. Okay, that would give you an ace to find the answer, right? Next, match heading. This is pretty simple. Always start with paragraph, not headings. The things or the question type that we did earlier, we read the question first, after that paragraph, but in this we will do the reverse process. Okay, there you find usually more headings, solve other questions simultaneously. So let's read. First one, join a club or society and have fun. Here are list of headings. Don't look at the list of headings first. First read paragraph. This club was first started by a group of friends who enjoyed going to cinema. When our trips I became more frequent, we realized that there must be others who also shared our loves for movies. This club is for those people. Membership gives white football as well as barbecues and other social functions. We do not just enjoy movie. Okay, so this is talking about the club, and it's talking about joining other members who have similar interest. So is it talking about English society? No. Education club? No. Film appreciation society? It might be. Drama society? No. Music club? No. Games? No. Women's? No. Debating? No. And no. This one's also no. So this is talking about the film appreciation society. Okay, here it is mentioned then that they were talking about the club and who share the similar interest like going to cinema. That's why film appreciation society. Okay, so let's another one. The association has many opportunities to debate. We are a non-practical, political, unbiased international organization which aims to promote international awareness on campus. Okay, non-political, unbiased organization. Okay, we establish links and access to organization agencies and other internationalists organization. Okay, our plans this year include discussion groups, guest speaker, and to build a model of the UN General Assembly. So this has gone. English society? No. Education club? It might be. Okay. Drama society? Music club? Game society? No. Women's club? Debating club? To debate we are okay. United Nations Student Club? Okay, so the answer would be this one, United Nations Student Club. Why? it's talking about opportunity to debate, and at the last it talks about that we include these things also in model of UN General Assembly. So this is all about UN General Assembly, so United Nations Students Club. Next one, whether for fun or debating experience, we discuss everything from personal experience, future society, or feminism. This year, we plan an internal competition, weekly debates, and beginners' lesson, as well as chances to compete nationally, whether it be to improve your verbal or social skills. The society provides both. So, is it talking about English society? No. Education club. This paragraph is talking about debating experience, and here it is also mentioned internal competition, weekly debates. So this paragraph is talking about the debating club, not English society, no education club. Okay, debating club. So this was all about match heading. Next is match information. Let's read the important tips. Questions are not necessarily in order. Keep in mind. Start with paragraph. Okay. Read the instruction carefully and write answers in capital letters only. How? Let me tell you. This. What do you mean by write answers in capital letter? Like the spelling of McDonald, capital MAC, capital DONALD. And if you wrote capital M and small d, that would be wrong. So instead of making such mistakes, write capital letters like capital M, capital A, capital C, capital D. That would be accurate. Okay. So let's do one example. Firstly, read the instruction. Okay, the passage has four paragraphs labeled A and D. Which paragraph contain the following information? Okay, here is the question, and you have to find from which I got such information. Let's read the paragraph first. Recent discovery in Southwest England is making headlines for its association with King Arthur, but archaeologists are hailing it as an incredibly important find, regardless of any connection with Britain's greatest legendary ruler. Okay, excavations at Tintangle, a rocky promontory on the coast of Cornwall, have revealed evidence of massive stone fortification and luxury goods important from as far away as modern day Turkey, all dating to be poorly understood period in British history that began with the collapse of Roman rule on the island of around 400 AD. Okay, this is talking about the king, the excavation, what the archaeologist said. Let's read. The origins of the legend Arthur. Here it is mentioned? No. Uh, it's mentioned that it's making headline for this king. Okay. The new investigation into the history of the site. Here it is mentioned. Any investigation, new investigation? No. Destruction of archaeological record. It is not mentioned. The name of Arthur in historical records. Here it is mentioned. Any historical records where the name mentioned? No, because recent discovery is talking about here. It's saying historical records. Okay, recent and historical, there's a lot of difference. Let's read B1. The earliest mention of a leader named Arthur in historical records here we found are tied to events. Let's highlight this. Are tied to events that occurred between, okay, the period in which archaeologists believe that fortification at Tingle were built. Okay, according to an account written centuries later, the legendary king was conceived at Tintangle. Okay, so the name of the author here it is. The origin of the legend author? Yes. The new is investigation into the history of site. The origin of the legend author. Okay, and the last one, the name of the, from where it originates, the name. Okay, so it would be B. Nothing from A. Okay, let's another one. Over the summer, archaeologists at Tintangle have found evidence of more than 100 buildings that most likely date from the 5th to 7th century. Okay, we found that have found evidence. A period when the site is believed to have been an important royal stronghold of the Celtic kingdom of Dumnonia. Initial evidence for the Celtic stronghold was first revealed during excavation in 1930s. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, the home of Barry Siglo, lead archaeologist on the project, was bombed during World War X. Okay, it was bombed, and the scientific results were never properly published. In the 1990s, archaeologists reopened Siglo Trench at Tintangle and discovered fine ceramic and glassware from all over the Mediterranean world. That means a new investigation into history of the site. In this, so it would be. So here it is mentioned that archaeologists on the bombed during World War II means destruction of archaeological records. That's why scientific results were never properly published. That's why it was not published. That's why instruction of archaeological records. So it would be C. Here it is not talking about new investigation, though it discovered this one from all over the Mediterranean world, but not from this. Okay, let's read the D. More than 2 decades later, researchers have returned to Tintangle from the beginning of five-year project to better understand what was happening at the during a time Aronosials, Nosili, referred or by historian or Dark Ages or by other sub-Roman or post-Roman, although only a few trenches in undisturbed areas were excavated this summer. They exposed massive rock walls, some more than 3.3 feet thick, that were most substantial structure known from the period. Hundreds of small finds provide more evidence of imported luxury goods transported from the this to this. Okay, there they find small findings of these things. Okay, and they found substantial structure. So last one, a new investigation, because they returned, they come back at Tintangle site and they found this thing. That's why it is D. Okay, so this is all about today. In the upcoming video I will explain the rest part. Okay, till then, bye bye.